Good morning, everybody on the planet. Let's have a joyful day and pray for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine and also the ones that are being oppressed in Russia. God bless you. May the force be with you. This episode of Spanish Man TV was sponsored by Shiba Comics and Things, where we sell nothing but butters. All these type of butter comics. It's like butter on toast. Have you ever had butter on a freshly toasted piece of bread? You're missing out. You're missing out. You should try it, but you should make it yourself for you to have like the full effect. All right, right here we have Canon the Last Part 1, the 9.6 for $55. Cheapest on eBay. A-Force 1 in 25. Stephanie Hans variant. I should up the price on this. This one, I should, if nobody buys it in the next month, I will up this to 500. And of course, Spider-Man #1, Miles Morales. The Ivy Grove variant. Hip-hop, nice cover. Hip-hop. And then this is like mimicking the cover of Nas' first album. You know, again, we got other things here. As you can see, we deal with nothing more than butters. All right. We got all these books right here. Let's see what we put into our shopping cart. We could also give you a preview into our shopping cart because we haven't been buying comics lately. Also, I put in this right here. I wonder why. Probably print run probably was under $25. Nah, print run for this one probably was like 25,000, maybe, but could be a possible like 12,000. I'm not sure, but the highest it could ever be is like 25,000. The highest, like, and that's if it was selling a lot. And I don't think it was selling a lot at that moment when they got canceled. So on his way to getting canceled. So this is a nice cover of Mirka Adolfo. It's a great artist. She's gonna start blowing up. She's gonna keep blowing up, or he. And then this is Storm Ranger right here. So these are the things that I might purchase if I say this shipping right here. This guy's shipping is ridiculous. Alright, but let's go back to what we're here for. We are here for Bone and the Shiba Swap. The Shiba Swap is a decentralized platform. Basically a place where companies, upcoming tokens that have projects and they want to get on the market, Shiba Swap offer them a vehicle for them to list their tokens once they pass like all the security and all that, like they legit, you know. And then the community dictates the trading pairs that are allowed, and that's a feature that just been activated for the past like month and a half for Shiba Swap. The doggy DAO is at this alpha stage right now. So on the first vote, these are the ones that made the pool. Right here. These are the top 25 tokens that the community voted for the very first time. And these are the allocations of Bone per day if you had $1,000 in it. See, some give you 16, but like Leash and Shib gives you 15 bones. Whoa. Then Shib and USDC give you 19 bones. Yeah, Ryoshi Vision, 33 bones. Wow. But you see, you're getting Bone. Bone is going to be the gas token for Shibarium. And Shibarium is like, it's a L2 to Ethereum. But not really. Because I consider Shiba Inu the L2 on Ethereum. And Shibarium the L2. The level 2 of Shiba. Shibarium is going to be built by Unification right here. This company right here. this company is gonna build the chain. And the type of chains that they build are called optimistic. They're gonna build it with optimistic roll-ups, and it's gonna be a side chain of a side chain. I mean, it's hard for me to explain it. Like, the way I could explain it, like, the one thing was Shiba Inu, their biggest thing is to be completely decentralized. And I'm realizing how they want to accomplish that goal. And one of those goals is how you're going to get your information. How you're going to process the information from the outside world to interact with your blockchain before you put it on a block and it become irreversible. So unification came out with an oracle called Oracles of Oracles. And the Oracles of Oracles gather all information all around the internet. All around the internet. From different oracles. That's what I'm getting. That they get it from different oracles. And the oracle is run by a private blockchain. Private in the sense that the caregiver of the chain, the unification, the X Fund chain is private. Meaning people come and get the token and then they support, they become nodes of the system that's going to host the oracle and also the VOR. The VOR is a open verify random function. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like verify open randomness. It's publicly accessible for any facility, so basically like anybody could access it. Built for easy integration with DeFi, NFT, and gaming. So it's built for speed. It's the verify open randomness is basically like a system that processes speed at a high speed without having to like wait to be settled on the other side, because this network will do all the settling. And then the way this network unification, the X Fund is constructed in a decentralized manner. So the information that they get in a decentralized manner from the real world and then feeding it to the side chain will be Shibarium. And then Shibarium loops it back to them. And then they loop it into Ethereum. So the only point of weakness for Shibarium was the oracle and the verify openness of randomness. Like the verify or the value once the value is exiting the system and it's going to the private wallets. That's what I think. So they solved our problem by combining their powers like Voltron with unification. With unification, it's like a lab. Imagine a completely decentralized lab that specializes in building enterprise applications. By enterprise applications, meaning blockchains. Like these are the type of blockchains that they are building as private. What's private about it is the data that is private, but the value and the transfer of value is open. I don't know how to explain that, and that was genius. So you have this chain, which will be like Shibarium, built on optimistic rollups. The side chain is going to be built on optimistic rollup style. And then it's going to be a chain standing on its own. And then you're going to have the unification chain right here, which hosts the oracles and the value of randomness is hosted right here. They draw the information from different points, put it all together in a decentralized amount, and then feeds it to Shibarian. Shibarian uses it, feeds it back, and then from here they enter the Ethereum network to the block that they're going to put the information that needs to be locked for it to be public, for trust to be gained on this system right here. So the one place of weakness, truly weakness. So if you truly are a person that come into the internet and you truly follow crypto, or you truly believe in crypto, you also believe in complete decentralization with no point of failure, or try to keep it as minimal as possible, because you still gotta deal with the real world. But they solve that by that door that they deal with the real world. Instead of having one person in charge, you have many people in charge. Again, the info, or custodial of that info. So if one goes down, the other one you still have access to it, because the way you connect them from the other side, and nobody could stop you from connecting to them, other than shutting down the entire internet. So as long as they're able to bring that information into that system, you will always have access to that information. Because when you return that information back to unification, they are putting it in Ethereum. And then Ethereum nodes are being run inside, and unification nodes are being run inside of Ethereum. So your custodial of the real world, you just decentralize that. That's revolutionary. So that means that all projects that truly believe in decentralization gonna stop developing in Shibarium, because Shibarium looks like it's gonna offer the most decentralization to any that built on Ethereum, because a lot of other ones have central point. You got Loopring. They do CK, but they're only allowed to do like an exchange, buying and selling tokens, because CK Snarks cannot support smart contracts, but it could support exchange of tokens. So it's good for decentralized exchange, open book order. So it's good to decentralize exchanges if that's all you're doing, transferring. But to smart contract, you gotta go optimistic rollups, and those only been on the market since 2019. I think June 2019 when it came into the space. I forgot the name of the scientist that discovered this. So this entire ecosystem is being developed during COVID. And the only way that Ethereum could scale, truthfully, with minimizing security exposure, is through optimistic rollups. And then it's up to the individual companies or projects to find a genius way to add more, like the way Shiba Inu ecosystem is doing through Shibarium, through ShibaNet, through all these things, and then the way they're interacting with the world, they building companies. Like Shiba Inu will have their own video game company outside of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu will also have carryouts to sell food like McDonald's outside of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu will have fashion outside of Shiba Inu. These are the vertices that the way Shiba Inu interacting with the outside world is individualizing and building that system for each one to funnel through that value to Shiba. Remember, Shiba is going to be huge. You just got to be patient. Bones is the one that could get you your money in the next 2 years. Because all you have to do is, like, let's look at Solana. Look at Solana. Forget that it's his own chain and all that. Let's just look at what Solana does. Make it very easy. I use Solana. Solana is very easy to use. The Phantom wallet is impressive. That ecosystem is impressive. But that ecosystem is centralized in some aspects of it. In the way they process the blocks. I think it's like 12 validators. So you have 12 validators. And that's your weak point. You reduce it to 12. Solana sacrifice security for scalability and saying break the 12 that I have. But nevertheless, it's still a vulnerability, no matter how small it is. They traded it off. The trilemma wasn't overcome. The trilemma was just chosen the least passive resistant, like the best spot to be in that trilemma. And Solana chose whatever system they got now. So you see Solana. Boom. Solana went all the way to $249. Solana in circulation has 320 million tokens. 20 million and a half in circulation with a max supply of 511 million right there. Bone only have 250. Okay, so once Solana is fully running and everybody's happy using the system and doing whatever they're doing, this was the result. 200 and something with 300 and something. So we already know that we have way less. We got 250 and all of ours is going to be mostly on the market to be used. So that's the price. You have that. And then within Solana, you have something like Serum. Serum is a decentralized application with hard books on the back end. Very interesting project. That's a lot going for itself. It's going to be a monster. This is going to be a monster. So, you have token supply of 133 million on the market with a max supply of 10 billion. So you got 10 billion looking over your head. It's fully working and it's running, and with 133 out there with this inflationary stuff on the back end. I don't know what's their stuff every year, but you got almost $2. It made it all the way to almost, let me see, let's go look at, oh, it made it all the way up to $12. Okay, and then you have Radiant. Radiant is another one. This one has a 500 million, 555 million, with circulation supply of 88, and the highest it reached $16. All these ones that I'm showing you is comparable to shibaswap. But the big difference is that this are all inside. Let's go to, are all inside. Oh, ladies first. first. Ladies first. I don't know why that song popped in my head. It's crazy. They're all combined. All these, like BAM, Serum, Solana, Radium. All three of these industries are inside of this token right here. And this token only have 250. It's a 61 cents. And right now on the market we have 212 out there. So you have most of the supply in the market in people's hand. And the rest, this is the only way for you to get them. That's like kind of like airdrops. You provide liquidity on the tokens that you believe in, that you can hold it in your wallet anyway, and you get, as payment for that, you get bones. So if you're a person that's gonna plan to use Shibarium, you should bring your stuff here, get your bones, because you're gonna get that value back when you start using the application through Shibarium and paying next to nothing because you hold them bone. So ShibaSwap is all of these combined. Not ShibaSwap, Bone token, which will be Shibarium. So the potential for Shibarium is extremely high. And look, then another thing, you see Bone versus ETH 1. Let's look at the all of them. All of them. Okay. These are it right here. The 25. Bone liquidated pair right here. You have Bone ETH 1. Shib Bone 2. They need to be able to open. I want all. Yeah, I want all. Alright. This is crazy that I did this. No, but these are not the ones I made it. So basically what I'm trying to say, these are the top liquid pair. Bone is a pair. Versus Shib. It's right here 3 times. You got Leash Bone, Shib Bone, and Bone ETH. The way you bring value into the system. The way you trade value within the system with all the combination of that. So eventually, Bone is going to be traded in different liquidity pair, like all these pairs, like versus UFO, Collar, F9. Start like most of the tokens that are being listed in ShibaSwap are gonna develop gonna have their dApps develop in Shibarium, which in turn they have to create liquidity pairs in here to mitigate some of their operational costs. You see what I'm saying? So like 10 years from now, you could have a lot more pairs in here and a lot more bones to be locked away. And right now about 24% of bones are being locked away. ShibaSwap, not ShibaSwap, Shibarium potentially could be the funnel, the all dApps, or they're gonna mimic the structure of Shibarium, or the structure, not the structure of Shibarium, the structure of Shiba Inu ecosystem. because it's the system that is the key. It's not the tech, because they all have the tech. It's the way they implement the tech to truly stay decentralized. Like that craziness going on this week, like MetaMask blocking certain people. You know why they blocking you? It's because that's an app. Okay, it's an app that makes it convenient for you to have your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, and all in one wallet. If you truly want to be decentralized and you truly care about decentralization, and you don't want nobody to ever stop you, you better have your Bitcoin wallet and you better have your Ethereum wallet separate. And each one doing the things for you. So that means that you have total control of it. Like some third party, because it's centralized and it's located in a particular country, and then that company has to abide by those regulations, they block you. They can't get into your wallet and change because you have the keys, but they could block access to the Ethereum network on the wallet, because at the end of the day, it's their app. It's not their wallet, but it's the wallet is inside their app. It's native to their app. So shibaswap, Shiba Inu, Shiba Net, Bone, Shibarium, all those are being built and their value is being brought in a decentralized manner. Shiba Inu ecosystem could be the dominant system of Ethereum. You know, I don't think it's room for everybody. It's just like the real world. You have a million languages. You have a million ways of communicating. You can also have a million ways to exchange values, different representation. As long as a group comes to a consensus and you have liquidity on whatever exchange of value you're doing. Get your bones from shibaswap. Go to Coinbase. Man, this is no advice. By the way, this is no advice. No advice. I'm just giving you my opinion. You should buy bones. Okay? No matter where you are on the planet, research, get yourself some bones, stake them, let them sit there and take the ride. Because this ride could take you to the moon. God bless you.